The pattern I've chosen is the Step by Step Sweater by Handmade by Florence. We call it a jumper in the UK. This is just knit in the round on worsted weight yarn. I will be using the Deluxe yarn by Universal Yarn, worsted weight in the colour Auburn. You start the pattern on 4.5mm needles and then move up to 5.5. I cast on with the long tail cast on method. You need to make sure you leave enough yarn to get all of your stitches onto the needles, but this cast on method really leaves a lovely finish to the project. I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say knit one, purl one to make a neckline. However, this one will be a folded neckline, so there'll be an extra purl row in the middle. If you consult the pattern, you'll find this. I actually love it, the way it turns out is very pretty. Now I've completed my folded neckline, I have also knit the first row and placed the markers as the pattern describes. And here's what I have so far. Now I had to pull this project back about 3 or 4 times because I have dyscalculia and I can't count for the life of me. Like, every single row and the stitch count was a mess. So now I've separated the sleeves from the body, it's time to just do the long haul and my favourite part of knitting the torso. I'm going to be knitting for around 22 centimetres, perhaps a little bit more, but we'll see as it goes. Does anyone else love it when their yarn gets to this little donut shape and size? It's like a carry bag. So after the ribbing I chose the tubular bind off because it makes the project just look that little bit more finished and quality. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. The sleeves look a bit tight because they're on their holding thread, but yeah, I may also block this a little bit longer. At this point it's just a lot of knitting, rows and decreasing for the sleeves really until we get to the cuffs. Okay, and now I'm ready to start doing the cuffs. Knit one, purl one for around 7 centimetres. All bound off with tubular. Now I'm just knitting the other sleeve. These really haven't taken a long time at all. Now I'm on the final cuff, time to just knit it and then bind off. Honestly, it feels like this pattern's just flown by. So now it's time for my final thoughts. Would I recommend this pattern to the absolute beginner who has never made a jumper before? No. Simply because it's knitted in the round and it requires the make one left, make one right. Although it's not difficult to learn at all, for the absolute beginner they might find it a little bit overwhelming. And when it comes to an absolute beginner, I would always recommend making your first jumper on straight needles and constructing it, because you will gain so many more skills doing it that way. And it's a little bit less intimidating. Bigger yarn as well, because worsted weight, it's not too small, it's not too big, but chunkier yarn will work up faster, and obviously you'll progress with your skill a little bit faster. That being said, this is beginner friendly. If you already have some skills, perhaps you've made 1 or 2 projects before, this shouldn't be a problem for you. Knitting in the round, I didn't use the German short row shaping because I honestly just like it like this. It's come out lovely, the shape is fantastic, the colour is beautiful, this yarn is beautiful. I'm going to do a review on this soon because this has become my favourite. Anyway, overall the step-by-step jumper pattern, strongly recommend. If you want to make a jumper and want one that works up quite quickly, go for this one. It's absolutely fantastic. I made it in size A, which would be about an extra small. For me, the sleeves are slightly short, but I have gorilla arms, so when I block this, they're going to extend anyway because it's wool. If you're worried and you don't want to do blocking, use acrylic yarn, I would definitely go one size up if you're concerned, or just slightly extend the length of the torso and arms if you are a bit longer in the body. That being said, this is a fantastic pattern, truly fantastic. Just make sure when you're increasing you get the stitch count correct. Don't be afraid to use stitch markers and write it down. Always keep tab of it to make sure that the pattern comes out the correct size, because I had to pull the top back a few times simply because I'm terrible at counting. I can't count. That's on me, not the pattern. The pattern was very clear. There also seems to be like some video links in the pattern, but you can find all of them, make one left, make one right, whatever you need on YouTube anyway. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.